What is up, guys? Mr. Basie here, and today we're doing some more Crusaders of the Lost Idols. Now, I apologize that it's been a little while since you've seen this. I did actually, before we even start, as of right now, the codes that were for the previous episode should all be out for everybody, so check your inboxes. And on the topic of codes, before I get into everything, because I don't want to forget this is really big news, because crafting just came out and because pretty much the only way to get the really essential crafting items is to open up chests for this video and the following video, which I'll explain in a moment. Anyone who comments, it's going to be the same thing where you're going to get a chest code, but you'll get two in those two particular episodes only. There's a little promo for crafting, okay? So you're gonna get two codes instead of one. And again, all you gotta do is comment down below. And I'm gonna decide whether I wanna do that bigger giveaway in the next episode. It won't be in this one, but it'll probably be in the chest opening one if I decide to do it. Again, it's kind of a lot of work. I gotta go back and make sure everyone's added to the list, make sure anybody that, you know, wasn't there when I went through the first run of names, and make sure they're added. So it's a little bit of work. It's a bit time consuming. It's not really difficult, but it's just a bit time consuming. So if I decide to do that, it'll be in the following episode, which is going to be a chest opening episode, strictly chest opening, and you'll see why in a moment. I'll get to that in just one second. But I do want to apologize for the fact that you haven't seen this in a little while here. It's simply because I've just been busy in my personal life. It's not really the fact that YouTube's gotten in the way. It's just because of the fact I've been busy in my personal life, I haven't been able to do double uploads, and therefore, as a result of that, haven't been able to get more content out, okay? And we actually have a lot to talk about today, because today, even though, yes, the St. Patrick's Day event's going on and everything, that's not really my concern as of right now, because I think legendary crafting is such a more big deal, and I want to talk about that primarily in this episode. This one, I can only use for Crusaders, and I'm telling you right now, the strategy is already in play. I just haven't bought all the upgrades. Santa's going to be in the back, which is my main DPS. This guy basically just speeds up my progress, and he's there for extra gold. But anyway, we're going to be moving on to the next tier 2 things very soon, which is going to be yet another video where I talk about the event Crusaders and everything. But today, we're going to be looking through crafting. And I want to give a big shout out to Cameron, my good buddy. I'll put his Twitter right here on the screen. Honestly, he's been a really big help in terms of giving me a big summary on the legendary items in general. So I wanted to give him a shout out because he's been pretty monumental in terms of filling me in, and really, because he's been working with it the past couple of days and I just haven't had the time, so he really helped me out there. So there's his link. Go thank him personally for me. Obviously, I'm going to thank him too. I already have, actually. We talked about it yesterday. And all that stuff, and I'll give him a shout out in the comments too. But either way, I want to show you guys, and this is why the next video is going to strictly be chest openings. Look at this. Okay, this one we're going to do today, and we're going to run through this mad quick. I'm going to do these by 5s. I'm not going to open them individually because I feel like I want to move on to crafting right away. But we have all these. I've already gotten them, okay? And that's not even including what we're going to get from just playing the event. We have all these, which are like a special edition. I forget what they're for exactly. They're for a few extra Crusaders. Same thing with these. So we're going to do a pretty huge opening next time. And I'm also going to buy some chests as well. I'm going to buy some jeweled chests for next, you know, basically for this. Okay, for this. I'm gonna get this. Oh, and I gotta do this soon, so I will do that in just one moment. But I'm pretty much gonna buy about this amount. I think I'm gonna go with a $20 for this one time, because we can stock up on our legendary materials. I mean, they're technically jeweled chests, you know what I'm saying? So let's open them up. All right, so let's go open it by 5. Yes. All right, we'll see what we get. There we go. And see, good. This is what I was hoping for, that we would still get legendary catalysts, and I'm really glad I got that. So we have one, so we can potentially get into some crafting today. I'm going to go and buy those other ones too, so we can open up a little bit of them today. Actually, I might do a bigger opening today. Who knows? The other one will be pretty much reserved for another time. Because it's just going to be it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. So we have rare material, good. Grants a rare material using crafting. That's awesome. We have 5 of those. And we have, so we're getting a lot of materials. We got a bunch of common material. That's honestly awesome. And I think you need, based from what I understand, you need the rare materials to make the rare items and so on and so forth as it goes down the scale. You need these, basically to upgrade an epic or a golden epic to a legendary. And as far as I understand, if you have a golden epic, then it will be a golden legendary, and if you have a regular epic, it'll be just a straight up legendary. I'm going to try to do 2. I'll see how much more I can get. We still have some more chests to unlock. I'll go ahead and open these. And there we did. We got another legendary catalyst. That's fantastic. We have epic materials. So there's the epic material. We have 3 of those. So that's fantastic. We're just kind of stacking materials here, which I cannot complain about. And, you know, I actually didn't look at some of the other stuff we got. I'll just have to go on the Crusaders and look at them afterwards. As always, I'll look through them and theorize how I could potentially use them in my formation. Normally, they don't fit that well, but you never know. Sometimes you have like a stray Crusader that ends up being really good. So let's open this one. See what we get. Okay, nice quiver. All well and good. Nice. Wait, why would I not claim these? Do I just run out of space? No. Of course I'm going to claim them. And basically, what you see there is the duplicate. So I have a rare gear, so I should get some rare. Yep, rare materials and some common materials. So basically, that's how it works. That's why you see those duplicate materials, is because and why you saw the epic materials, because I actually did get duplicates of an epic item or something, and in this case, I already had the rare item, and therefore it gave me rare materials instead, so that I could use it for crafting on different things, like creating an item or upgrading an item. And I'll show you guys that soon. I don't know if who I could put a created item on. I don't know exactly who needs one. Maybe you could leave some comments down below, but what I'm going to be showing you guys today definitely is upgrading. Alright guys, so I just finished buying the chests, and I bought the $20 one first, and I was like, you know what? I kind of want to open some of these today, but I want to save some of them as well for, you know, the following big chest opening. This is simply going to be a chest opening. I think it's going to be a fun video because I'm going to do that fairly slowly. I'm going to go one by one, and we're just going to see what we get. I think it'll be pretty fun. But I want to open some of these today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open 10 of them because I got the $20 one and then I got the $10 one. So we have 10 basically that we can open today, and we'll have 24 for next time. In the meantime, while I was buying those things, I also took a gander at the more detailed website. So go check their website out. The link will be in the description. It'll be my link as well, so to let you know that, or let them know that I sent you as well, so it'll help me out. But also, there's some really useful information, and if you want the full scoop on legendary gear and crafting and all that stuff, you're gonna want to check out the website. But I can give you a good explanation as of right now. So basically, as I already said, you know, you can upgrade and craft different gear. And, you know, for example, my Sally the Succubus, she has epic gear. I could upgrade that epic gear to legendary gear. Now, if this wasn't a golden epic and it was just a regular, like this one, for example, it would go to a legendary. Now, my golden epic, for when I upgrade that one to a legendary, will be a golden legendary, which I think is a little bit better as well. And each legendary has like a little bonus thing, and basically whatever you see here, you know, as however good it is, like for example, the thing I'm really excited about, I'm going to be doing Billy Smithsonian first because it's really going to help me out. It's basically going to take his active Congress to 300% and then give me more additional stuff on top of that, okay? Like as a bonus, and you'll see when I do that because I'm going to be doing him today, okay? But the person I'm really excited about, the two people I'm really excited about is Santa. Okay, he's going to be huge because he's going to be 300% extra gold on that, which is going to be massive. I could even upgrade that one, and it'll be 200%, which is, again, going to be huge. But the person that I think will benefit, that's not gold related, that's going to be benefiting me a ton, is Witch, and I'll show you why right here. Because it gets increased by 600%. So when I upgrade her, the legendary essentially doubles whatever the previous one was. So this is 600%, so that means she'll be at 1200%. Now keep in mind that as of today, as of this day, I have not, and I think, again, it's largely attributed to the fact that I have all epics on her right now. There has never been a Crusader that is better than the Witch in terms of DPS. She has always been the top dog. No one has been able to, you know, mess with her spot. This is only going to reinforce her position. Now, the only problem with the legendaries, and it's not really a problem, it's just kind of a limitation, is that you really don't want to go buy too many upgrade too many legendaries in a single week, because you basically, each time you upgrade, for example, if I'm going to upgrade Billy Smithsonian, it's going to cost me 1 legendary catalyst, right? But if I want to upgrade, let's just say Santa, in the same session or within the same week, okay, it's going to cost me 2. And then if I wanted to do the Witch's ability in the same week, then it would be 3. So you really don't want to do too many as far as I'm concerned. I mean, Cam said you could pretty much do about, you know, 3 upgrades a week, but that's kind of a lot of catalysts. So I would say if you really have to, I would really only do 1 a week. You're going to be able to save your catalysts. You don't really need to have all your Crusaders upgraded at once. Just go to the most beneficial to the least beneficial and see what, you know, and work your way down that way, 1 per week, so you don't have to spend that many catalysts, because catalyst, as you saw, I opened 11 chests. I only got 2, okay? So they're not that easy to come by, all right? And we'll see. I'm going to open the next 10 chests, just straight up regular jewel chests, and we'll see what happens. Now, I'm going to have a good amount of catalysts when all this chest opening is done, okay? But, again, do I really want to waste, you know, all those catalysts just because I wanted to get it all done in a week? No. I'm going to probably, you know, at the absolute most, I'll get 2 Crusaders a week. So that equals about 3 catalysts a week. Now, if I waited every other week, I would only spend 2 catalysts. You know what I'm saying? But I think I'm going to do it that way. I think it's a bit too much going with 3 Crusaders in a week, because then that ends up being 6 catalysts, and that's like, you could have done 6 individual epics if you just waited 6 weeks. Now, yes, it's 6 weeks, but again, do you really need it all at once? Is it really going to make that much of a difference? Not really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go most beneficial to least beneficial. As far as I'm concerned, most beneficial is definitely Billy Smithsonian, because I didn't buy this yet, but this is information directly from Cam. Again, Cameron. Cam's just what I call him. We're friends. But this is information directly from him, so again, shout out to him. That when you get this, it will go to 300% because it's double, okay? And as a result of that, right now, it's basically a 50-50 chance as to, you know, whether or not he will double up on his thing, okay? Or, you know, double up on whether it's a kill or whether it's an item, all right? Which is super helpful. All right, 50-50 chance is a really good chance. But after you do this, it's basically 80%. So it's almost every single time. Oh, pretty much every single time you'll get a double instead of a single. And which basically improves your progress. It just completely expedites your progress. It's huge. So that's why I really want him, because it'll get me through things much quicker. I'll be able to do a lot more. Secondary to that is going to be Santa, because I mean it's going to be 150%. There's going to be a bonus on top of that. And you know, if I really wanted to, the following week I could even do this one, okay? Because he's my best Gold Crusader. So any more I can give him will be huge, okay, on top of any idols I get every time I reset. I'm just kind of explaining it to you guys for those of you that want to know, and for those of you that don't know, and try to give you examples, okay? But we are going to be moving into that. It's just a lot of information we got to cover, and I'd like to cover it all in this particular video, because after that we're going to be moving into pretty much the actuality of it, and I want you guys to know what's going on after that. I'm not really going to be doing too much explaining aside from referring you to the page, because this is going to be like a hands-on demonstration showing you, hey, this is kind of what you do with crafting materials and all that stuff. It's just a demonstration, and you'll see it every single video too. I'm probably going to be doing some sort of crafting at least every other video, you know what I'm saying? Because if there's like 2 or 3 videos a week, what the heck? If there's 2 or 3 videos a week, then, you know, you're pretty much going to see at least 1 craft per week, if not 2, right? Because if I decide to spend an extra 2 catalysts on somebody else. Now, again, I'm also going to need the materials for that. And again, you're going to see as I'm getting duplicates for whatever item it might be, legendary catalyst, fabulous. As I'm getting duplicates for those things, I'm actually, instead of getting experience points, which you don't get anymore, you actually get them from missions now. You won't get any experience points for any duplicates. All that stuff will actually go to your items. So right here, duplicate. I'm gonna get rare. I'm gonna get some rare materials and some common materials. See, rare material and common material. So that's essentially what happens. You get common and then whatever the item's rarity level was. So if I was deconstructing an uncommon, I'd get uncommon and common. And I don't even know if you get common if you like deconstruct or if you get a duplicate of a common. You probably do. It's great. There's so much to do in this game. You know, there's hours of entertainment in this game. So when it comes down to it, the fact that they've added crafting into the game now is just, there's so much more to be done now. There's so much more to be achieved on top of what we were already trying to get. So so let's just hope we get more catalysts. Yes! As I say that, another catalyst. Honestly, that's going to be the thing that pumps me up the most, is the catalysts. No longer are epics going to be the thing that really, you know, hype me up, unless it's like a new Crusader or something like that. Because as of right now, I'm already established with my Crusaders. Now, they did say on their website that, you know, because of the legendaries and everything, that, you know, it might, you know, as they worded it, breathe new life into some of your older Crusaders that didn't actually, or maybe that you didn't consider. I'm very guilty of that, because there's a lot of Crusaders I don't use. I only use them for missions because they're just not as good as the ones I use right now. You know what I'm saying? And it's very possible that some something that I might get might increase their effectiveness and make me want to use them, especially if it's a gold effectiveness, which I know that some of them actually are. Some Crusaders that weren't actually even tied to gold, some of their legendaries do give quite a significant bonus in terms of the bonus section, not their actual legendary section, but the bonus section underneath the legendary section, which you'll see. You're going to see it right when we're done, and we only have about 2 more left. Ooh, wow, impeccable moss hide velvet top hat. Jeez, that looks steampunk as anything. That's awesome, dude. Increases DPS of all Crusaders by 40%. I've never looked so good or been so dangerous. Hey, you know what? I can stand by that statement. That looks sick, okay? If they wanted to do it like this, like any gear that you get below epic does not show up on your character, but any gear epic and above actually shows up on your character and changes the way your character model looks for the Crusaders. I think that'd be pretty cool. Now, I understand, like, not using rare gear, because the less you put on, the less intensive it'll be. So I can see like epic or legendary gear being like actually physically added to the character so you can see it while they're walking on screen. I think it'd be pretty cool. But again, they basically told me that when I suggested that it would be pretty hard on the lower end hardware spectrum of things. So, which is totally understandable. But if they could ever find a way around that, God, that'd be cool. All right, so Great White Shark, we already have that, so we're going to get some legendary material, which is great because we need that to be able to craft or upgrade to our legendaries. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I'll read this actually right off their website. Give me a moment. Legendary Catalyst. Let's just finish this last one here. I want to read this off the website because this is something important to know, actually, in regards to legendaries and upgrading, because you can upgrade from you know, epics and golden epics to legendaries and golden legendaries, but you can actually even upgrade the legendaries themselves seemingly indefinitely. I don't know how much further how far you can actually go, whether it's completely infinite or whatnot, but I'll read it to you guys and you guys can let me know in the comments. But it seems like it's fairly infinite, if not infinite in and of itself. So another you know, nice little tip by Cameron: rather than going to your crafting section, just click on whatever you want. Like, go to your character right here and then click on them, because it'll open up the crafting thing and you don't have to look through everything. And it would have been a big hassle if you had to do it that way. All right, so we have 5 legendary catalysts. We can do a lot of that. We can actually do quite a bit this episode. We can do almost 3 Crusader epic gear upgrades in this episode alone. Almost. We would need 6. Okay, so we can do about 2 and we'd have 1 left over, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm just going to do 1 today. I might do 2 another time, but since the week just started, I'm not really feeling like messing around with that. But we're going to do this one for sure, because I definitely want to see this. So here we go. Boom. Now we can craft the legendary. So golden epic gear will go to the golden legendary. Elegant platinum cufflinks of the impartial executive. The impartial executive? As in like he's like kind of not sure about what he's doing. Level 1. So again, that will tie into the whole upgrading thing that I'll get to in just 1 second. So increase the effective Billy the Smithsonian's active Congress ability by 300%. The legendary bonus increases the effective President Billy Smithsonian's us versus them ability by 100%. I think that has something to do with increasing the human Crusaders DPS or something. I don't really rely on that too much, but this will help. You know, it's not gonna really, it's not gonna be a bad thing, that's for sure. So the cost is 1 legendary mark. Do I have to use? Maybe this is only used when I'm actually making something. We'll see if this goes away. This might be just a total of my total like amount so far, which makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna craft it. Oh yeah, loving it. It doesn't look like any of these other ones down here were affected. This was added strangely, and I think it was because I disassembled it, and as a result of that, because I don't have the golden epic anymore, it's a golden legendary. You know, it now gave me some epic material as a result of that, which is great. And I think maybe the epic material is used for actually creating an item rather than upgrading one. Maybe the upgrades only have to do with the legendary catalyst, and then you upgrade based on the material here, okay? Which will take 100 uncommon to upgrade this one to level 2, okay? Which, and as you see, it doesn't change this one here, okay? which it would be insane if it did. Could you imagine? Because then it would essentially double again, because each level it will double. Okay, each level it goes from whatever this is to this one, and then so it'll be 100 to 200, and I'm assuming it'll be to 400. If not to 400, it'll go to 300. Okay, but it does double each time. All right. If we look at his ability, I think it automatically detects and will tell me. Yes, see, monsters have an 80% chance to drop 2 quest items at once or count for 2 kills at once. Now look at it. What's this us versus them? Increase, can you stop? Increase the base DPS of all human Crusaders by 100%. So that does actually help a significant amount. Double. There we go. Let's just see. Double. Double. Single. Double. That's insane. They're pretty much all doubles. It's the chance of getting a single is so small now. So the thing I want to show you guys, and this is the things you'll read. So if you actually, I'll just scroll through it. If you want to pause here, you can. But again, I highly recommend you go to their website. There's a lot of more useful information on here, and they're updating it as well. So here we go. Upgrading legendary gear. This is what I want to talk to you guys about. The power spike doesn't stop there. Okay. Once you have a piece of legendary gear, you can upgrade its legendary effect by spending crafting material. You can choose to use common, uncommon, rare, or epic material based on whatever you have lying around. The amount of material it takes increases with each level. So I think essentially you can choose to use your baby material. Like if you have a bunch of common, which you're going to, because you're essentially, you know, getting common every single time. It's worth it, however, as the legendary effect doubles the legendary effect. So only the legendary effect, the little legendary part down there, not the main part, okay? As you guys saw before. So it does double with each legendary level. So I'm assuming it'll go from 200% to 400% and then to 800%, so on and so forth, which is going to be pretty crazy, guys, pretty crazy. And this is a little bit additional here. Which I already explained. Actually, it's for essentially if you have a golden epic, when you boost to a legendary, it'll be a golden legendary. And if you don't, like for example, if a golden epic is not out yet, and you just boost a regular epic to a legendary, when they come out with a golden epic and you get it, then it'll automatically go to a golden legendary. You won't have to upgrade it. You're gonna want to take a look at it. You're gonna want to, you know, boost and stuff like that. So you'll have to let me know in the comments down below. Do you think, and I know this was mainly an informative video, but it was really important. Don't worry. We're getting to the really juicy stuff next time. I'm almost done with this one. We're going to be moving on to tier 2, so that's going to be yet another video when I look through the Crusaders and everything. I'm actually not going to open these. One thing I'm sorry I won't be opening is these, because we're doing the event right now. I'm going to wait till it's over. I heard he made that mistake one time with the Valentine's Day event. Learn from that. I'm not doing that again, but I will be opening the rest of these chests here. I'll be opening these and I'll be opening those, because those are pretty much generalized. They're not specific to any. They're for Crusaders I already have. Okay. And so again, missions. I have missions that I have to do. I have a lot of them, as a matter of fact. So crafting recipes are also included in the mission section. Not only, ooh, hello. Legendary Catalyst times 3. Excuse me? I'm going to be doing that. That sounds pretty good to me. Alright, so I'll tell you right now, the thing I'm doing right off the bat is I'm going to be doing the Catalyst one. Alright, the Catalyst one is a no-brainer. If you have that one, do it. It's a times 3 Catalyst that's actually quite rare. It's actually quite valuable, this particular mission, because as you saw, I opened a large amount of chests and only got 5, so an additional 3 for no chests at all. That's basically free, you know what I'm saying? That's a big, big value. So do this one if you can. I'm going to put these Crusaders in just a moment here. If you haven't dropped your comment down below, do it. Remember, this video and the next video are going to be, you know, if you drop a comment down below, you'll get 2 chests for your comment on that video rather than just 1, okay? Very big stuff. Make sure you go do it. Don't miss out on essentially 4 chests that are coming your way in just a short amount of time. And again, if I can work around it, if I have the time, I'll do the big giveaway on the next episode too. And again, the next episode is really going to be like the celebration of the legendary crafting, okay? And legendaries in general, as well as crafting, okay? Essentially, next episode will be the celebration of it. This one is the informative video where we talked about it and kind of gave you guys a good understanding of what exactly is going on with these legendaries and with crafting. So if you have any questions, drop them in the comments down below. We've got a lot of knowledgeable community members that are, you know, in the chat, talking and responding to you guys, and obviously I'll be responding as well. I always respond to your comments. I know I've been a little bit late recently, but that's only been because I've been busy personally. You guys know I love talking to you guys and actually, you know, having a full-on conversation most of the time with you guys in the comments section. So I'll be commenting back to you guys. Don't worry. We also have, again, some very knowledgeable community members, so make sure you do that. Claim your codes and also get some advice if you need it. If this video, if you had any questions in addition to something I may not have answered. So with that being said, hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. This was really awesome. I'm honestly super pumped about where we're gonna go with this. There's gonna be a bunch of possibilities. As you can see, legend epics and golden epics all around. We have them all over the place. It's just going to be quite the trip. I'm not going to do too many gold Crusaders right off the bat. I can definitely do his. That'll be very good as well. But Santa is going to be a big hitter. He's the biggest one that I've got. Please make sure you rate the video what you think it deserved. It really helps me out because it lets me know whether you enjoyed the video or you didn't. So if you dislike it, then dislike the video. It's fine. I just want to know what you guys thought of the video, if you liked it. In addition, again, drop comments because that lets me know in a more detailed manner what you did and didn't like, if you enjoyed, what parts you enjoyed, and plus it gives me a chance to talk to you guys, which of course, again, I love doing. Despite my recent, you know, kind of delay on those comments, I always respond to the comments. You guys know that. So I love doing those things, and it will give me a chance to respond to you guys and have a conversation with you guys. If you did enjoy the video, please consider sharing it. It helps me out a lot personally, helps the channel grow, helps the Sage family grow. And again, as I'm always saying, how could you complain about that with such an amazing Sage family, right? If you guys want to become a Sage in training, make sure you guys subscribe today. And as always, this has been Mr. Basie, your favorite Sage, and I'll see you in the next video.